So who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's David Meerman Scott. I am the author of 7 books, including Marketing Lessons from the Grateful Dead.
Now, what I love about this book, Marketing Lessons for the Grateful Dead, it pretty much is kind of all about the brand advocates of the Grateful Dead spreading the word. So I know it's the entire book, so give me in a nutshell, what did they do for the Grateful Dead?
Yeah, so, people who became fans of the Dead loved to spread the idea of the Grateful Dead, and the Grateful Dead encouraged that. One of the main things they did was they allowed fans to record their concerts. Every other band said, no, you're not allowed to bring recording devices or video equipment or cameras into the shows. And the Grateful Dead said, sure, why not? And as a result, people had literally created thousands and thousands of tapes of concerts, including basically almost every concert that the Grateful Dead did. And then that was shared, one person to another person to another person, which spread the idea of the band, and then people became more and more interested in it.
So, but isn't, doing this, like giving away your core asset, which is your music, which a lot of people would be like, why would I do something like that? Isn't that sort of counterintuitive to making a business?
Of course it's counterintuitive, and that's why it works, because so few people do that kind of thing. The Grateful Dead was the entire band. Everything they did was counterintuitive. And they ended up being the most popular touring band in history, selling over $1 billion worth of concert tickets. One thing they did counterintuitive, they did not focus on album sales as the primary way of making their money. They focused on touring as the primary way of making money. So when you think in a counterintuitive way, you can sometimes break out and do everything much better. Apple Computer, why would anyone pay twice as much for a computer? I can get an IBM computer for $800. Why would I pay $2,000 for an IBM? Well, they're better. For an Apple, that's what you do because they are counterintuitive ways of marketing.